Lebetkin, the your Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And I have been watching... What have I been watching? The Adam Project is rather than an uninspiring name. The Adam Project. And it's pretty darn good. It's pretty darn good. And listen, it's everything you expect it to be, which is interesting because I went into it with absolutely no knowledge whatsoever, which really is the way I would recommend it, because I really enjoyed myself. I hadn't watched a trailer, I'd heard about it, but I really knew nothing about it other than Ryan Reynolds was in it. And that was it. And it was on Netflix, so basically I've already paid to see it. So I put it on, and I had an absolutely great time. And quite frankly, what I recommend is going into... If you haven't seen it, go and do that now. Don't listen to any of the details that I'm going to give you about the movie. It doesn't matter. Just go in and enjoy. Hey, you know what? I'm going to give you a bit of totally non-spoilery review that so you can go off. Hit the like and the subscribe and the share button before you do. It's very much in the mode of really great 80s movies, which are just great, fun, popcorn entertainment, but it's not part of a franchise. I hope they don't make a sequel to it. So it feels like, I remember the movies like The Last Starfighter, right? It feels like that. If you're around in the 80s, it feels like Last Starfighter or Alien Nation or Flight of the Navigator, right? Or it's got bigger stars than Inner Space. It feels like one of those fun summer movies that you go to the mall, and go and watch in the middle of the 80s. And it delivers that kind of, what can I say? That kind of cinematic experience, fortunately, on my couch. I still haven't seen the Batman. I don't want to go to the movies. Leave me alone. I'll go for something good. But, I wouldn't go for this either, right? This is just a fun movie. Anyways, that's your spoiler-free review. Go off and watch it. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. But, of course, stay around for the review if you've already seen it. See if you agree with me or you vehemently disagree with me. That's the reason I watch reviews. Do you watch a review to find out if you're going to like something? I mean, I used to. I haven't done that in years. Yeah, Cisco and Ebert were good for that. Cisco and Schuster, they were good for that. Barry Norman. That's how long it is since I've read a review that worked out if I wanted to see the movie or not. Which does anybody do that anymore? I really don't know. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment. Comments really helpful. Please subscribe because YouTube has done another one of their audits and whipped off a ton of subscribers from me. Well, it was fun while it lasted. So if you're subscribed, make sure you're still subscribed. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for, baby? What are you waiting for? How often does a geeky rabbi ask you to subscribe to his YouTube channel? Not often, right? Unless you watch these videos regularly. Not often. So there you go. Like, share, subscribe. If you're on Rumble, hit the Rumble button, which is much more fun to say than do. And subscribe to my Substack. My Substack is my email newsletter. I'm going to put comics out on that. I put, my content out, and obviously, got classic comics, my own stuff, Doctor Who, new adventure novels in PDF, stuff that's out of print, right? And then I have a paid one where you get I was going to say a PDF. No, an NFT. There's just at least one NFT a month. I'm aiming for 2 this month. But because apparently it's like a cryptocurrency. If you don't know what it is, it's supposed to accrue in value. Okay, that's what they tell me. There's just one thing I have to do to find out for sure is make them. I got to find out how to make them. Everybody gets a unique one. I guess that's what makes it an NFT. So go ahead, sign up now. Thank you very much. And thank you very much to the good people over at Netflix. Well, I don't know. Netflix confuses me, right? Netflix are people who bring you cuties. Weird, clearly masturbatory material for pedophiles. I mean, I don't know. How else can you describe it? Also brings you stuff like this. What's the other Ryan Reynolds movie I saw that on Netflix that I love? Red Notice. It was that, a couple of months ago. It was over Christmas. Lovely. This was fantastic. This was absolutely fantastic. So anyway, starts off, and again, I knew nothing going in, absolutely nothing going in. Starts off, awesome action sequence, and Ryan Reynolds is Ryan Reynolds, right? Ryan Reynolds is what you expect of Ryan Reynolds, which is a live action Bugs Bunny that can do action, right? That's pretty good at doing action, and it's pretty darn good looking. Yeah, I think the ladies do enjoy a bit of Ryan Reynolds, right? They do enjoy a bit of Ryan Reynolds. So it starts off, and he got this awesome sci-fi action sequence. He's in like this space jet thing. It's going out of Earth. He's escaping. He's being Ryan Reynolds, doing something, and there's like sci-fi. He's shooting. It's fun, right? I'm engaged immediately. I'm engaged and I'm enjoying myself, right? And he makes a wormhole, and then he goes, I guess, he goes back in time. I worked that out because the next thing you know, it's 2022, right? Or is it 2020? It's 2022. And he meets his 12-year-old self. Now, the kid playing his 12-year-old self is very good. Do they have the cast list here? Because I'm going to say his name because it'd be kind of mean not to say his name. But where is it? I can't believe it. I'm looking at the cast. He's like a major cast member. I can't find the kid, right? That's terrible. I know he's a kid, but he's a kid. Walker Scoble, right? Walker Scoble is the young Adam Reed, right? The young Adam Reed. Very good. This kid is very, very good. He channels Ryan Reynolds, and I get the feeling the script is written with the dialogue being exactly the same for the old Ryan Reynolds and the young Ryan Reynolds. So he goes back in time to 2022 and meets his 12-year-old self. That's essentially the plot of the movie and what's going on with it. Again, if you don't be too spoiled, get out now, right? Get out now. So the kid is, as well as being, Ryan Reynolds, but also kind of being bullied. He's a smart mouth and get the crap beaten out of him. He suffers from asthma. He's a far cry from the action hero Ryan Reynolds that he meets, who is who's been shot in his escape. So what unfolds is a simplistic timey-wimey story. It's somewhat more simplistic, but kind of similar though. Really, it has a lot of similar themes to that. What's it called? The Tomorrow War, I think it was called. That was on Amazon, also on streaming. Chris Pratt movie. Very, very, very similar themes of growth and fatherhood, right? And positive fatherhood, which is replete throughout this entire movie. So anyway, you got like the sci-fi plot to solve like, why is he running from the future? Turns out he's running from 2050. He's not that far in, well, obviously not that far in the future. He's going to his 2022. He meets his 12-year-old self. So you have that whole sci-fi plot to work out, but you also have the emotional plot to work out, which is his life. So his father has passed away 4 years earlier, and he's just gone off the rails. And he tells him he's going to keep going off the rails and become a bitter and twisted person. Jennifer Garner is in it. She is freaking excellent, right? I haven't seen her in anything for ages, and she's really, really good as Ada's mother, right? She's really sells it, in the role. I think the bit of realism that I really get, which I relate to in my own life, is the I see a lot of the reality of my son's relationships to my wife, to their mother. And something I didn't realize being a boy, right, is how important a son's love is to a mother. Like my oldest son right now, he's in Florida. He's in Florida. He finished the army. He was an officer in the army, and he's got himself a job as a diving instructor, right? He's a diving instructor in the Florida Keys, and he's a not bad looking boy. Let me tell you, he could be doing all right for himself. He could be doing very all right for himself. Don't think he is though. He seems kind of chaste to me. Anyway, but I definitely get that, and there's a line in it, right, where Ryan Reynolds says to his younger self, you're going to really hate yourself about 30 years for how you treated your mother when you're a teenager. And they probably will, but I think it's kind of normal. But what's really at the heart of this movie is the father-son relationship, and what happens when you lose that very, very important bond, which is one of the reasons I absolutely love this movie, right? It's so rare that we have not just a good father and not good paternal role models, but it's so rare that we focus on the importance of that paternal relationship. And it's vitally important to every freaking human being, just in the same way the maternal relationship is, right? It's vitally important. And I think it's a major, major plot point in the movie, and it makes the character into the character, which again is essentially live action Bugs Bunny, right? Live action Bugs Bunny, that is Ryan Reynolds. Zoe Saldaña is in it as Well, I won't say what who she is. She's in it as the love interest. We'll put it that way. The love interest of Ryan Reynolds, but it happens in an interesting way. But basically, I mean, she turns up for about half an hour, like doing like a few action set pieces, and she's very good in that. I don't know what it is about Zoe Saldana. She never really lands for me, right? I never. I think she was best thing I saw her in terms of sci-fi, it would be Avatar. And I think because she was creating a new role, and also because I didn't actually see her, right? It was like a CGI representation of her, right? But like, she doesn't seem to really strike me as in anything she's been in, right? She always strikes me as being kind of just like a slightly different looking Jada Smith, the woman from the second Matrix movie, right? You know, was it Jada Pinkett Smith? Was that her name? Yeah, she seems very, very, very replaceable. A lot of people find it insanely beautiful. Listen, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, that's all I can say. But I just never seen anything from her that made me go, oh yeah, Zoe Saldana movie. I have to, other than she picks her roles well. She does a lot of good genre stuff, and she's good with the action, right? The action, you have to turn your brain off. It's a bit stupid. Again, it's the same level as Flight of the Navigator. It's the same level of intellect as Inner Space, and it's glorious for that. You don't need to overthink it. It's just a fun action adventure movie. Well, I think what it is mostly is a kids movie, right? It's a kids movie you can watch with your kids and you can enjoy. And it's innocent, and it's funny, and it's exciting, and it's on Netflix. So go ahead, you know, which you probably already have. Was it worth subscribing to Netflix for? No. If you cancel your subscription at Overcuted, I understand. I didn't. You know, I'm a little bit more partisan than that. I'm like, okay, you may be promoting paedophilia. You may be doing that. That may indeed be happening. But, you know, you still have TV shows on that I like. So, you know, let's swing some round about. And also, my wife loves Netflix. So there you go. It's never ever going. But yeah, strong recommend this movie. Really, really, really fun. It's not Citizen Kane. It's not going to sit with you for the next 40 years. It's a fun summer movie in the middle of March. It's a fun summer movie that's goofy and you just have a good time. And hopefully in 30, 40 years, our kids will be going, oh, you remember the Adam Project? I wish they made movies like that still. I really wish they made movies like that again. Well, I'm very happy that somebody said that now and they made a movie like that because I had a ton of fun. Strong recommend. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.